2 weeks prior to the start of Afroman's court case, he released two music videos on the same day. One was called Licc'Em Lisa, which was entered into evidence in its entirety, and the other was Sean Grooming Grooms, which wasn't so much as referenced. Whereas Licc'Em Lisa is so over the top and absurd that no reasonable person would even consider perceiving it as Afroman stating facts, Sean Grooming Grooms comes across as a bit more accusatory. It seems like the strongest piece of evidence the prosecutor would have had, and yet it went completely unmentioned. Why is that? In the deposition, Groom said he got a divorce because of Afroman, but when Afroman's attorney reached out to his ex-wife, they learned he actually got divorced for having sex with meth heads on duty. He was giving them what Afroman calls
penis plea deals.
The song states plainly that Sean Grooms is an Adams County cop, he has sex on duty with every drug addict he stops, and Adams County Sheriff named Sean Grooms fucked girls on duty off coke and shrooms. Afroman even mentions a specific woman and includes body cam footage that appears to be her being confronted by a police officer, while Afroman says Grooms, and I quote, gave her his bone. In a skit following the song, Afroman holds a press conference where he refers to himself as Sheriff Afroman, head sheriff of the Afro County Sheriff's Department, and announces that he's issuing a warrant for Sean Grooming Grooms. He calls him a sex offender disguised as law enforcement and accuses him of giving intercourse interrogation. We even get a brief cameo from Tasha Chamberlain, the woman who allegedly set all of this into motion with the kidnapping allegations against Afroman, claiming that she was on the receiving end of Grooms' activity.
Sean Grooms used to pull me over and fuck me all the time. Shit, how do you think I got off all the time?
Now you can dismiss these as opinions or exaggerations, just as the other accusations that were entered into evidence were ultimately seen by the jury, but it seems to beg the question of why those were entered but none of this was. After all, this seems far more damaging to your reputation than being called a lesbian. Perhaps it was a lack of confidence that they could refute the statements in the song, or even a fear that Rhonda Grooms, Sean's ex-wife and the only witness to take the stand for the defense, would corroborate the accusations and refute his testimony. Maybe there's a simpler answer. If you've got a theory, let me know in the comments.
Have you ever been called derogatory names as an officer?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of some of those names?
Stupid. Bitch.